Hi everyone, welcome to another video. This one is the 2012 grade 3 diagnostic math test. I will be going over a little faster than I would because I have quite a bit of papers to go through before your exams come around. So here we go. Number 1, add 17 plus 2. Now you can count up from 17 and then say 18, 19. So we know that's 9, or if you want to say 7 plus 2 is 9. We're looking for an answer now with 9 as the last digit. We have two of them having 9, which is A and C, and then we know that it's 1, so it's going to be C. 17 plus 2 is 9. I'm saying 9. Number 2, I'm going fast. Add 129 plus 654. Again, remember the rule as to the direction of working. Alright, so 9 plus 4, if you have to put down your strokes, for those who have to put them down, put down your 9 strokes and your 4 strokes, add them up. If you want to call yourself 9 and count up from there, fine. But 9 plus 4 is 13. You will have to decide how you're going to work it out, what strategy or method you're going to do. Alright, so it's 13. Remember, this one will stay and that one will be renamed. So it becomes a group of 10 here. So we're looking for a 3 answer at the end, which is A and B, so we have to work a little further. 5 plus 2 is 8 plus 1. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. Going too fast. The answer is A and B. Oh Lord, what kind of silly mistakes this up front? Going too fast, as I told you. With that, we've got our answer. We grab and run. We don't need to work the other section out. Number 3. Multiply 4 by 4. Now you have to know your tables. 4 4s are 16. We don't need to work that one out. If you need to, then you might need to put on 4 groups of 4. Alright? With 4 circles, 4 X's, 4 whatever. Just 4 groups of 4. Alright, 708 multiply by 2. Always remember the direction you work in, starting with the ones column. 2 8s are 16. 16, this will remain, this rename. Alright, so all of them end in 6. We have to continue. 2 0 is 0 plus 1. We have to put back that one, is not plus 1, so we're putting back that one. So we have this one ending in 16, so the answer is B. No need to continue working. Alright, number 5. And it says divide 36 by 6. This is a repeat item. 6 6s, 36. The answer is C. Or what you would do for this is put down your 36 strokes if you don't know your tables and put them into groups of 6. You should and will get 6 if you count it properly. Moving on to number 5. What is the same as 17 minus 5? This is also a repeat item, hence the importance of going through the papers. 17 minus 5. As we go, you'll see many items being repeated. You have 7 and you're taking out 5. You're left with 2. All of them have 2 1s, so we can't determine. Now you still have your 1, so it's 12. 12 would be 1 group of 10s and 2 groups of 1s, which is at B. Alright, moving on to number 7. How many 10 cents are in $1? So if you know your money as well and you want to forget the dot a little, the point, and you have 100, you know that there are $10 in $100. So there are 10 cents in $1. Alright, just a point here that makes a difference. Alright, moving on to number 8. Which statement is true? A says 12 times 0 is 120. B says 12 times 0 is 12, and C says 12 times 0 is 0. You tell me the answer for this one. 12 times 0 is what? You got it. 0. Alright, good job. Tell me how many you got so far out of the 8. Now at number 9. Which number is equal to 30 plus 9? That's a giveaway. The answer is already there even as I ask the question. 30 plus 9, 39. But for those who will need to set out, then you know you're going to set, hold on. You're going to set 30 and you put your 9 because it's 9 ones. 9 plus 0, you have your 9 still. So that's 39, which is at A. Moving on to number 10. Tony has 25 marbles. Lisa has 12 and Jay has 15. Who has the least? In other words, the smallest amount. You would say the littlest bit. Alright? So who has the least amount of marbles? In other words, of 25, 12 and 15, which number is the smallest or the least in value? It would be 12. And who did it say got 12? It's Lisa. So Lisa is at B. She has 12. Moving on to number 11. And here it says the table below shows 3 items and the price of each. Use this information to answer items or questions 11 and 12. So we have milk for $80. Who loves milk? I do. We have bread for $100. Do you love bread? And egg for $10. I know most of you love eggs. Number 11. What is the price of 2 tins of milk? So if it's $80 for one, it's asking you 2 times 80. It's simply saying, so let's put our 80. It's like saying 2 8s. If you know your tables, you know 2 8s are 16. So 2 0 is 0. 2 8 16. So it would be $160 for 2 tins of milk. Let's see if they have, and that's at C. Number 12. Alright, so number 12 says, which would cost the most money? 2 milk and an egg. So we know 2 milk is $160. Plus an egg. What's the cost for egg again? Don't be afraid to go back to your page. An egg is $10. So A would be equal to 170. 2 milk plus an egg is 170. Alright, let's look at 2 loaves of bread. Remember the bread is 100, so the 2 loaves of bread are $200. Because 1 loaf is 100. Now this one says a loaf of bread plus an egg. And if a loaf of bread is 100 and the egg is 10, that's $110. Let's read the question again. Which would cost the most? So which of these would be the biggest? In value, it's 200, hence B, 2 loaves of bread. Moving on to number 13. Which math sentence is true? 4 plus 2 is greater than 7. That is at A. Let's put it. So 4 plus 2 is the same as 6. So this is saying 6 is greater than 7. No. B says 4 plus 2, which is 6, is equal to 7. No. And C saying 4 plus 2 is less than 7. That's true. 6 is less than 7. The answer is C. Moving on to 14. Which number is missing in this sequence? So we have 124, then 128, 132. The pattern is they're going up by 4. So they're adding 4 to each number. So 124 plus 4 is 128. 128 plus 4 more, 3, 4. So 128, 129, 130, 131, 132. So they're adding 4. So 132 plus 4 more is what? 132, 133, 134, 135, 136. That's one way to do it. The answer is B. You could count up from 134 or you could set it out from 132 and put your 4 and you add it up and you should get 136. Alright? Moving on. I'm not doing too much of a detailed workout, just running through for you. 15. There are 54 students in a class. If 128 are boys, how many are girls? Don't these items sound familiar? Go through the past papers, guys. Many items do repeat. Alright, so you have 54 being students, that is, and 28 is a gender, which is boys. Now you have to take the boys from the total, and what is left would be your girls. Renaming a group of 10, we're left with 4, and we put it here, this becomes 14. 8 and what give you 14, you can count up from 8, or count backwards from 14 until you reach 8. Either way will give you your answer. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is 6. Alright? Answer in 6 would be A and C. Still have to work some more. 2 from 4 is 2. So the answer is A, 26. Moving on. Hope I'm not going too fast. I might be too fast for some people, too slow for some, and just right for others. Alright? Let's go. How much money is 5 $20 coin? And you know you have, if it's $20, you're counting by twos, alright? So let's go, it's 5 of them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 would be B, which is 100. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. $100. That's at B. Number 17. Which numeral is 1000? So if you have your table, is 1000. So you have your 1000, your 100, your tens, and your ones. Which numeral now? I was gonna say number, so it's come out as numeral. Which numeral is 1000? Put your 1650. 50 for 50. So you're looking for 1650, which is at B. All right, moving on. Oh, this paper looks like I did it already. Hold on. All right, sorry guys, I just did not check to see which paper, because somehow it feels like I did more videos than I had done. But I remember and I figured out why, because the first paper I did was done in 2 parts, so I should be at 2012 for real. All right, because the items are so similar. Number 18. What must be done to get the sum of 69 and 4? Remember, once you see sum, you're thinking addition, so you add. You need to add them. Number 19. What is 1,000? No hundreds, no tens, and one written in words. So in other words, it's 1000. If you were to do your table, 1000, 100, tens, and ones. So you have 1000, no 100, no tens, and 1. So it's 1001. So would it be 10,001? Would it be 101? Or would it be 1001? And the answer is C, 1001. Moving on to number, here it says the picture shows 4 students running towards the finish line. I am sure this is a repeat item. Guys, go through the papers. Items continue to repeat. Who is in 3rd place? Sometimes they give you the same item, everything word for word, question word for word. Sometimes they might just change a little part of the question. Focus. Who is in 3rd place? So we have first, hold on, first, second, third, and 4th. All right. Who is in 3rd? It is David. So David is at C. Moving on to 21. And it says, what is another way of writing 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4? This is also a repeat item. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 of them. Another way of writing it is 4 times 5, because it's really 5 groups of 4. Not 4 plus 5. This is only going to give you 9. And 4 divided by 5 will be less than what you're looking for when you add all of these. All right. This is a repeat item. Focus, guys. The items continue to repeat, not just in this, but in PEP. Let's erase here and get some more space. All right. Now it says, which cake has less than 4 candles? So we have a cake A, a cake B, and a cake C, which has the least amount of candles. And from what I'm seeing, this one is not too clear, but we're seeing where it could look like. Right here has a candle, right? This is a flame of 1. Right here could have 1. Not sure. So let's leave this one alone. But it would either be C or A. But because it's not so clear, let's leave it. Because the 3 on A is clear. But for this one, it looks like we could have other candles behind something here. So let's leave that one and move on. 23. Which number has the smallest value? This one is also a repeat. Repeat. A says it's 211. B says it's 121. And C says it's 112. So which one is the least in value? This is a repeat item, and I think in the next paper it's on, they put the 112 at B. So don't just go trying to remember which letter. They can shift the answers around. All right. So the answer is C. This one, I did this one on the last paper. Many items are repeating. So 112, because in the hundreds place, this is 200, it's bigger than 100. And then in the tens place now, which is what we're going to use to determine these two, 1 is smaller than 2, so this is the smallest, C. All right. This one is a repeat, guys. Go through all the papers. What is 45 rounded to the nearest 10? So when you reach 45, is 45 closer to 40 or 50? Remember the half mark, all mark is 5. So if it's if it's 5 or more, you move to the next one. So because 45 is halfway there, you're going to move up to 50. So 45 is closer to being 50 than 45. So the answer is B. Hold on, I think it's swirling around. B. Moving on, remember I told you I'm going a little faster this time. What fraction of this set is shaded? How many are in the sets? We have 4. How many are shaded? 1. So it's a quarter that is shaded. Remember, the bottom number will tell you how many the whole is or should be in. Top number will tell you what is done or is to be done. 1 is shaded, so that's B. Moving on to 26. What is 222 in expanded form? So in other words, it's 200 plus 20 plus 2. And that is at A. Moving on. Number 27. Which will give the product of 20? Remember, product is what you get when you multiply. That's the answer. So when you say A says 10 times 0, 10, 0, 0. B says 10 times 1, 10, 1 is 10. C says it's 10 times 2 and 10 2s are 20, or 2 10s 20. 28. Or how many groups of 10s and 1s are in this set? I think this is a repeat item too, guys. Go through the papers, alright? Many items continue to repeat, so when you see them, you're going to know what to do. How many groups of 10s and 1s? So let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's a 8 by 3, 3 8s, 24, which means that we have, put the table over, 10s and 1s, 2 10s and 4 1s. Alright, let's see, and that's at A. 2 10s, 4 1s. And we're gone. Moving on to 29. Which will give 5 dozens? Do you know how many things make a dozen? Guess. Pretty close. Guess again. Correct. For those who are correct now, you know. It is 12 things that make a dozen. So, if 12 make a dozen and you want to know 5 dozen, you have to multiply 5 by 12 to get the 5 dozen. So, the answer is B. You're having 5 groups of 12. Alright, moving on to 30. Which is an improper fraction. When you hear of improper, you think of big over little. Alright? If you want to say big over small, same thing. So anyone with the bigger number at the top is an improper fraction. Thinking of like a character and upside down. So which one has the bigger number at the top? It's A. That's improper fraction. Good job. Moving on, guys. 31. What is the value of the 2 in 129? If you were to quickly draw your table over this, and you have your 10s and your 1s, so this is 100, 10s and 1s, the 2 is 10, so it's B, 2 10s. I'm going fast. 32. Which set of numbers are written from the smallest to the largest? So you're going up, or you're going to the right, right? Which one is from the least to the greatest, or in ascending order? You might see these different terms used. So already we know that it can't be 400 because 400 is the biggest that we're working with. It's gonna be something in the 100. Both of these, which is C and B, have 138 starting out. So which would be next? We're using the second numbers, which is 480 something and 380. 400 is more than 300, so from smallest to largest is 138, 380, and 481. Moving on, 33. Which fraction is the least in value? So you have 6 over 12, 4 over 12, and 3 over 12. Or if you were to reduce this, so if you have 6 over 12, 6 into 12 is 1, 6 into 12 is 2. This is a half. So it's like you have a circle and you take out a half of it. That's what that one is saying. This one is 4 over 12, which is a quarter. I mean a third. 4 into 12, 1, 4 into 12 is 3. So it's like you have this circle and you divide it into 3 and you take out one piece. Already, which piece looks bigger? All right, and this one is 3 into itself 1, 3 into 12 is 4, which is a quarter, 1 over 4. So you have the same size circle, but this time you cut it into 4 and you take out one piece. So which one is the least in value? All right, because you're gonna divide this into 4 means that it's more parts, so the parts would be smaller. Get it, everybody? So the least is a quarter. Moving on to 34. 6 times 4 equals 24. What does 24 represent? When you multiply, what is your answer called? It is called, tell me, shout out the answer. A little louder, time to hear you. What's the answer called when you multiply? Is it factor, product, or sum? Shout out the answer. Yeah, shout it out again.
Product.
Again.
Product.
One more time.
Product.
Alright, wonderful. The answer is called product. 35. Good job, Regine. Alright, moving on to 35. How many groups of 6 cups are in the set? So how many groups of 6 cups can you get? For those who know their tables, you could do the whole thing on the side, but it's easy to just put it into groups of 6. That's one group. This easier done up top here, that's another group. So we have 2 groups of 6. Alright, let's see. 2 is at B. Good job. Moving on. 36. Boys, read for me. Louder so I can hear you. Good job. Let's go together now. A child has 43 apples. He sold 36 of them. Which number sentence shows this information? So if he has 43 and he's selling, then he's giving away. He's going to have less. So some subtraction is happening. So the answer is at A, 43 minus 36. We're getting there. 37. Which is best to use to measure which is best used of measure for distance? That sentence sounds a little wrong in construction. But for distance, would it be centimeter, kilometer, or millimeter? Kilo, very good. Moving on to 38. Which is used to describe how heavy a bag of sand is? Would it be meter, liter, or gram? Meter is for what? Distance, good. Liter is for what? Yeah, liquid. Gram is for weight. So the gram would be for the bag of sand. Wow, we're getting there, guys. I'm going fast. Auntie going a little fast here. Teacher M going fast. 39. What time is shown on the clock? Do you realize that all the papers have clockwork? So you need to know your clockwork. If we were to go back, just calculate your time before you even go to look at the responses. Remember, over here is past the hour. And on this side, we have to the hour. Remember, 5, 10, 15, 20. Hopefully this is not your first video, so you know why I'm going this fast with the numbering. And this is 30. And over here, if you're doing to the hour past the hour, it's gonna be 5 to the hour, 10 to the hour, 15 to the hour, 20, and 25. Hope you would have done some clock work before, or you would have watched the other videos. You would understand why I went through this fast on the clock. So the hand is on 9, moving a little way from 9, which means it's telling you that it's after 9. But how many minutes after 9? 5, 10, 15, 20. So it should be saying 20 minutes past 9. You don't learn 9:20. We adults say 9:20. So it's at C, 20 minutes past 9. Moving on to item 40. Guys, we're getting in there, we're clocking it. Which will give the perimeter of this square below. Remember, the perimeter is a distance around the shape. So this is a square which tells you that all the sides are equal. Alright, so if this is 3, this is 3, this is 3, this is also 3. So it would be 3 times how many sides we have, which is 4. The answer is at A. 3 times 4 sides. Alright, 41. Which is the same as 1 liter? So do you know your metric system? Do you know your measurement? Alright, 41, which is the same as 1 liter? Is it 10 milliliter, 100 milliliter, or 1,000 milliliter? Again, which is the same as 1 liter. Yay, 1000 milliliter. Moving on to 42. Let me know if I'm going too fast, guys. But I need to clock it out quickly. Alright, I have many papers to get out. Which is best used to measure the length of a pencil? A says it's centimeter, B says kilometer, and C says it's meter. Alright, the answer is centimeter. Smallest of these you would use for the pencil. The smallest, which would be centimeter. Alright, 43. Which statement is true? 100 centimeters is longer than a meter. That is A. B says, by the way, how many centimeters make a meter? You have to know that to know which of these is true, How many centimeters make a meter? It's 100. So it can't be A when it says 100 centimeters is longer than a meter. B says 100 centimeters is shorter than a meter. No. C is correct, where 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. 44. Paula is 5 years old. John is 8. What is the sum of their ages? What should you do? How would you get the sum of their ages? 1 is 5, 1 is 8. What should we do? What should we do? We should add. 5 and 8 is 13. Alright, so the answer is that B. 13 years old would be the sum of their ages. 45. It is now June. How many months more before November? So you're at June, then you're gonna have July, August, September, October, November. How many more months before November? It's 5 months. Moving on to 46. What is the meter stick used to measure? A says it's used to measure length, B says it's mass, and C says it's temperature. Tell me the answer. Shout it out. What is it used to measure?
Length.
What?
Length.
What?
Length.
Correct. It's used to measure length. How long or short. Good job. Moving on. Guys, we're going fast and good. 47. How many grams make 1 kilogram? How many grams make 1 kilogram? Alright? Quickly, this one is for the boys. The answer is A. Good job, boys. Give yourself a hand. Girls, clap the boys. Good job. What's this I'm doing here? Good job, boys. Good job. 48 is for the girls. Which is the same as 1 dozen? I just told you about dozens up top. Is it 100? Is it 20? Or is it 12?
12.
Correct, girls. It's 12. Awesome. Let's look at 49. What is the perimeter of the polygon below? Perimeter again is a distance around. So you're adding up every side here. 4 plus 4 is 8 and 4 is 12. So 3 4s are 12 plus 3 is 15 and 3 is 18. For some of you, you might need to set it out. Whatever you need to do it and get it right. So 18 is at C. Let's move to... Some of this paper look like me do it already. Mighty. Items are so similar. 50 says, which thermometer shows the warmest temperature? A says it's 100, showing you 40 degrees. B is showing 45, going up to 50. C is showing 35 thereabouts. So the warmest would be at B. Thermometer B. Alright. Moving on to 51. Oh God, we're moving so good and fast. Which is a polygon? Remember, a polygon is a closed figure formed by straight lines. So the answer is C. 52. Which shape has more than 5 sides? And this is so clear. But if you need to count them up, It's B. All the others have 4 sides. Moving on to 53. This is good timing, guys. Which shape has 4 sides? A says it's a pentagon, B says it's a square, and C says it's a triangle. Shout out the answer. Which has 4 sides?
Square.
Correct. It's a square. Square. 54. Which shape is shown below? So here we have it. A 3-sided polygon or shape is a triangle. So that's at C. Triangle. Good job. 55. What does this diagram represent? Guys, this is a repeat item, just that in the other paper, they turn the shape a different way. This is, A says it's a line, B says it's a line segment, C says it's a ray. What's the shape?
Ray.
It's a ray. Good job for grade 3. Good job, grade 3. 56. 6 plus P is 15. What is P? These are so close and repeated, guys. 6 plus P is 15. What you need to do, you can count up from 6 or you can take 6 from 15 to get the P. So let's count up from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Answer is 9. Same thing as taking 6 from 15. Good job. I think we're on the last page. 57. If 16 divided by 4 equals n, what is n? In other words, 4 what gives you 16, or how many times can 4 go into 16? How many times can 4 go into 16?
4 times.
4 fours?
16.
Good job, grade 3. 4 fours, 16. 4 goes into 16 4 times. The bar chart shows fruits that grade 2 children like. Do you like fruits? I know most of you don't like your veggies, Use it, but this is speaking of fruits. Use it to answer items 58 to 60. Wonderful, we're down to the last of it. So, remember to read your graph properly. The side here is the number of children, and down the bottom here showing you the types of fruits. So for apples, we have 20 children. Let's put the 20 just in case we don't know what they're going to ask. So pear, we have 25. For plum, we have 10. For orange, it's 25. So we're seeing that pear and orange have the same. And for cherry, it is 15. Let's see what they want. 58. How many children like cherries? Wow, we did it already. It's 15. The answer is at C. Hold on. 15 is at B. Going too fast. 59. Which fruit did the same number of children like? A says it's apple and cherry. Let's not read the responses. Let's just look. So it's pear and orange. So we now need to go find pear and orange in the response, which is at C. Pear and orange. Guys, do your drum roll. Time for your happy dance. We're down to number 60. Final item. Which statement is true? And this is for everybody to do. Which statement is true? A says more than 20 children liked plum. B says most of the children liked cherry. C says the least number of children liked plums. Let's look at A that says most of the children liked plum. That's not true because it's just 15 of them, I think, like plum. B says most of the children like cherry. We know that cherry is one of those that most like, but we can't just say most like cherry because we have another. How may I say? Cherry is 15, so it can't be cherry. Trying to finish too fast. Can't be B. Can't be A. We're most like plum because plum is just Most don't like cherry. Cherry is 15. You have higher numbers. You have 20 and 25. So let's look at C, which says the least number of children liked plum, which is true. Only 10 of them like plum. And here's my question to you. Which of those fruits do you like? Which is your favorite? Is it cherry? Is it plum? Is it orange? Which one? Or is it pear? Alright, so with this we have come to the end, END, of the 2012 Grade 3 Diagnostic Math Test. Until then, I'm saying peace out, peace and love, MMM. Alright, see you in the next video, guys. Remember to watch, like, subscribe if you have not, share the video, and be on the lookout for the next one. They're coming out pretty fast because I have a few of them well to do, and your exams are coming up real quick. So play the videos a little slower if you must, but I have to run. See you in the next one.